This is Solaris Nights with your host, William Double Double. The Solaris Open continues as fresh talent from across the Inner Sphere compete for a spot to take a class ranking. Produced by Donegal Broadcasting Company, the most trusted news in the Lyran Commonwealth. Dr. MacGreggor, we find you at your interview, question mark?
Yes.
All right, so you're sitting across from William. He's wearing, like a robe, but like the robe from Tron Legacy that the main bad guy was wearing. Yeah, he's just like sitting there in a robe. He pulls it off. He's got a kind of gravitas and dignity to him. And he says, Dr. MacGregor, thank you for coming back. Come to find out that there are a lot of rumors surrounding you, the Northwind Highlanders, a possible stable merger. Why don't you tell me what's going on here?
Well, there's no stable merger that I can confirm. But as for, I've always told you, William, that I was from Northwind. I grew up around the Highlanders, and told you that I'd be setting the record straight, and that's what we're in the middle of trying to do.
The Highlanders have continued to refuse to comment, except to say that they have no records of you.
Well, we're working on finding those.
Very well. Today, you will be entering into a rank battle challenge in order to advance to the next level or prove that you deserve to stay where you're at. Your opponent has his rank 90 title on the line. This could be a big move for you in the assault class. What are your thoughts going into today's match?
I'm very excited for the chance to move up. Very interested in showing people what this Highlander can do. So yes, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Do you think you'll win?
Well, before we get into that, William, I wanted to talk about some other things here. Growing up on Northwind, I remember a time of relative harmony in the Inner Sphere. The clans changed everything. They're a scourge on the galaxy. And yes, I include my own stablemate Seth Ghostbear in that. He had to take on one of our own in his last fight because he had lost to actual opponents too many times. And he had to use a far heavier and deadlier mech to go after Brody on top of it. I understand he's been challenged by Star Captain Omega Tanaga. Let them annihilate each other in their so-called trial and rid the universe of their self-proclaimed superior genetics.
Does your disdain for the clans hold to other clansmen who have allied themselves with your stable, like Sergei Wolf?
I've never met Sergei, but
You've never met Omega Tanaga either.
Yes, I would say that I have no love for any clanner.
You believe that the only clansmen are those from the Scottish hills of Northwind, then?
Exactly.
Okay, make a roll for your controversial statement, knowing that you have offended a great many people.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I'm going to use my edge on this one.
Incredible. Perfect.
There we go. 10.
Okay. For
So
folks at home, he screwed up real good.
I screwed up real good the first time, but now I lose 1 stress and gain a glory, yes? Is that how the roll works?
Let's see here. You are making a statement. Reduce stress by 1 and gain 1 glory. Yep. All right. All the anti-clanners have picked up on your not clanning talk, and you are picking up some traction in the media, maybe even a few fans.
Excellent.
Hunter, let's return to what I just asked. Are you willing to...
Yes, William, I am willing to guarantee that I will be victorious in today's fight.
You gain a point of stress.
I am now at stress 3.
What are your thoughts going into the match in terms of strategy? You'll be fighting in what some are calling the most difficult arena on Solaris, the official arena of the Koretans, Ishiyama, the Iron Mountain.
Well, I'm looking forward to the challenge. I think that having a mech with jump jets will probably come in extremely handy in this fight.
You're a long-range engager. This type of arena lends itself to one of two types of battles: intense brawls at extremely close range, or extremely drawn-out long-range sniping fests. You and your mech do not seem well suited to either of those types of engagements.
I think that I could definitely hold my own in the close range between the pulse lasers and the.
I won't deny that. However,
for
with your
melee.
mech's weight and the speed with which it is capable of moving, you can't cross the arena with the type of speed a medium mech with a similar layout would.
I will agree with that, but my triple strength Myanmar will let me get this thing moving if I need it to.
So you intend to fight in close range battle?
That would be my preference, yes.
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans or your investors? I understand that a sort of informal poll is going around your stable to determine who's number one.
Yes. I honestly would rather fight first and then show my investors what I'm capable of and speak to them after my performance.
Very well. I'm gonna give the audience a quick look at the arena here. They're gonna get to see Ishiyama, which is divided into 4 levels, which have connectors that will allow you to move from one to the other. Moving from one connector to another takes 3 movement points.
Oof. Okay. And is it a walk, a run, a jump to move between connectors?
None. It just costs 3 movement points.
Okay.
So, you know, you would have to commit whatever it takes to do that. And the top 2 levels, you can shoot up and down between them because of the holes between them.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's talk about intro sequences.
And that's 1 deep water on the bottom
Correct.
level. Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, tell me about your intro.
Yes. So, here we go. Hunter and his band ride in on their ATV, which is decked out in the same plaid colors as their outfits. The music is playing, and the Highlander jigs out as usual, also dressed in its 6-story kilt, as the confetti cannons go off. Hunter hops out of the ATV, takes a few bows, and then jigs over to his mech and climbs the rope up into his cockpit.
Okay. Anything after getting jiggy with it?
No. He gets into his cockpit and gets ready to rumble.
So what you see from the hollow viewers is that from the other side of the arena, not that there really are sides here, but from the other mech gate where his mech has just finished checking out, there comes out a boy, maybe 13 or 14, with rolling mists coming behind him. And he's got like a hand flute that he's playing. And as he walks forward, other young boys and girls walk out behind him with like pipes or ocarinas. And at some point from the mists appears an enormous 100-ton assault battle mech known as the Devastator.
Oh,
As
no.
Kellerson, son of Kells, native of Rasselhag, the Avenger, appears out of the mists. His mech perfectly blended in camouflage that's like the new military digitized patterns that works equally well with the gray and black of the cave walls here and the gray and blue of the mist. As he walks through it, the children like disperse, still playing their song, which is being picked up by the arena. And Kel pops open his cockpit as he leans out of the Devastator. I'm gonna get the sheet here for people to see. Old-timey fans of A Time of Total Warfare already know what this Devastator looks like, but it's actually a very impressive looking mech.
I actually piloted the Devastator in one episode of A Time of Total Warfare.
So what we're looking at here is 2 Gauss rifles made into 2 PPCs, a battery of medium lasers, including a rear medium laser, and a lot of armor. The biggest weakness is, of course, the triple XL fusion engine, but it is loaded with a ton of ammo. Well, technically it's loaded with several tons of ammo. And, yeah. As he pops open his cockpit,
shit.
He says, "You know who I am? Kellerson, son of Kells. My father was a gladiator before me, and I am a gladiator now. I fight for the honor of the free Rasselhag Republic because I believe in its ideals. I believe in the strength and power of our people, and that with Tukiad we've shown that we'll hold the line at any cost. We're not the lackeys of Comstar. We welcome Comstar's protection so that we can bide our time until we kick those clans in the face. And so even though I'm here to do battle with Hunter MacGreggor today, I want to say that I agree with him that anyone who is a clanner is a bad person. I wouldn't say they're born that way, because they aren't born, really. Not in the way that you and I are born. They're grown in a lab. They're not human. All of them deserve to die." Then he pats his mech's cockpit arm and he says, "And I'm going to do it with this. The Devastator. A state-of-the-art war machine produced by the Federated Commonwealth, the most technologically advanced and military-minded nation in the Inner Sphere. Corian Enterprises is proud to have their Augusta plant printing these things as quickly as they can make them to face the clans on the front line. Villainous scourge like Omega, Seth, Sergei, and all the rest, they'll die to these guns. Because 100 tons of Inner Sphere war machine is more than a match for any so-called clansman." Then he gives you a little salute and closes his cockpit.
I will return the salute.
Hunter MacGregor, avowed racist. So we're rolling for initiative, and that initiative will allow you to pick whether you want to start at the top or the bottom. You get your pick. 6.
Also 6.
Let us re-roll. 2.
6.
Would you like to start on the top or the bottom?
I think I want to start at Let's start at the bottom.
Okay. He starts at the top and must choose within 3 hex edges.
Interesting. I didn't realize. I thought that meant we were both starting.
No, you start on opposite sides. So if you choose the bottom, he goes to the top.
Okay.
Would you like to choose differently now that you understand that?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Okay, he's placed.
I have a question, AP.
Yes.
The bottom here has E.
Yep.
Does that?
You're right. That is a speedway. I know.
Okay. I was.
It is what one might call a shortcut.
I was making sure that that was what I thought it was. Okay. Well then.
I didn't know that you'd notice it right away. Yes, that is correct. It allows you to skip the second level and go straight to the third.
Okay. Then I will start right there. If that is a if that is a legal placement.
No, you can't start in the green, but you can start outside
I could start
and
here.
then walk over to E.
Okay.
Let's roll for initiative. This might be the only mech battle where both opponents have faced the same general direction on start. You're moving first.
Okay. I am going to run.
Yeah, makes sense.
So one, is it 3
it's
for each
one
of these?
And then it's 3 to move up, and then you'll be facing the other direction. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was not. Okay. So. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I only have a run of 5, so I will do 1 face. Ooh. What is...
This is a Donegal Broadcasting Company news alert.
Okay, so... Alright, so it was... So this was 4, and then I will make 1 rotation 5. I'm gonna move this.
Wouldn't 1 rotation put you facing this direction? Because you were facing this one?
I would have been facing this way.
Yep. So 1 rotation will put you this way. You look like
I was going the other direction, but that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're okay. Your mech was definitely facing the wrong way then.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. He's gonna walk to... Oh, he doesn't have to, right? He can see you from right there.
Oh, can he?
Yeah. Like I said, you can see down. He's got a clear path right through here. He's taller than the map edge right here. He just looks down and sees you. I don't think I need to move at all, so I'm just not gonna bother. You're shooting first.
Can I shoot him from here?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. I guess how many hexes is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
He's right here. Actually, I think he might be closer.
Oops. No, stop that. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So if he's here...
Yep. You said 15?
15. Yep, that's what I saw as well.
Sounds
15.
good to me.
Okay. Shit. All right. I better get some dice out because I didn't think I was going to need them. All All right, so
Well, you didn't move far enough for it to matter, so you're just red 6ing, bro.
I started here, so 1, 2, 3. So that would be a 1, yeah? I moved 3 hexes.
Yep, I'll buy that. Okay.
Okay. All right, I started 3, ran for 5, no evasion for him, so 5. Goss is in medium range, so Goss will be 7. ER large is in long range, so that will be a 9. Goss and ER large. Goss first. That'll hit. Location 8. What's our facing to each other?
You are shooting his front.
Okay.
He is shooting your left.
Okay. So that's 15 damage left torso.
Okay. A mighty blow.
And that's another hit. 8 damage center torso.
Okay.
And you will need a PSR at the end.
Sounds about right. Okay. You have a 1 defensive, huh?
I do.
So I need... Gauss rifle headshot. You are, you have any edge?
I don't. I'm dead.
You have any glory?
Oh, yes, I do have glory.
You're right. If you don't have that, you are definitely dead.
All right. Looking this move up really quick. It is
The first time you take a head hit in a match, spend glory and roll 2d6 plus instinct.
Okay. 7 plus 1 is 8.
Okay. You negate the crit or the pilot damage, but gain a point of stress.
I don't think that helps me.
No, because your cockpit is still shot out, but you personally as a pilot are not dead.
Okay.
If you negate the crit, you are dead. If you negate the pilot damage, you are not dead.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I negate the pilot damage.
Tell me what glorious thing you do, what amazing, entertaining thing you do right before a fucking trash can sized hole rips through one side of your mech and out the other through the most critical part.
I think that Hunter like sees it coming, and it's like like an anime scene where like the Gauss rifle, you see it 3 times.
An anime scene. Please continue.
And at the last second, Hunter bails out of the cockpit like just before the impact.
Oh, you mean like you physically like leap from your mech?
I think that's what happens. Yeah, because otherwise he's dead. Like there's like this thing.
I love the idea that you've got a rope in hand or something. And you're like, ah!
Yeah, I think he sees it coming, pops the glass, and just jumps out of the cockpit.
All right, this I think will actually have been the shortest match, and that is also a Gauss rifle hit. That is a PPC hit. That is a miss. Yeah, so you took a horrifyingly brutal assault to begin with. The question is, does he stay standing at the end of the match, or does he fall? 7, he will stay standing. Yes, you do not advance in rank. You are popped in the first round, barely managing to live. Please mark the stress and the, oh, that's right. You have a, You have a hotel room, right? So you ablate the stress.
Yes.
You ignore it. And you lost your glory. Well, I would say it was glory well spent, really.
Yes. Otherwise, we were rolling new characters during the week.
Let's talk about your mech's repair. Oh, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. You guaranteed victory, so you gain another point of stress, and you gain 1 point of experience. So you will kick yourself up into overstress mode. Because you already ablated the stress.
I ablated the stress for losing, but not for. Well, wait.
No, you ablated the stress for the head hit.
Oh.
Because you skipped the pilot damage, but you still gain the stress.
Right. Okay. And then I get another stress from
guaranteeing victory and losing.
Right. So I'm at stress 4.
But you get the experience point.
Yes. Okay.
You didn't take any meat damage. You look good in that regard. We need to talk about how much it costs to repair your mech. So your mech is a custom. You don't have any clan tech in it?
I do not have clan tech, and
you
I
are
am
a mech tech?
Yes.
All right, so it would normally cost you 3, but instead it costs you 2 because you have internal damage in the cockpit. As in, you don't have a cockpit.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your interview? It's probably going to be brutal. I just want you to be centered.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Hunter, 6 seconds. 6 seconds was what it took for you to leap from your cockpit. You managed to crawl up the caves of Ishiyama and put yourself in extreme mortal peril immediately. Why don't you talk to me about what happened down there?
Well, it was exactly the same thing that I did in my last match. I was just on the receiving end of it this time.
Did you think you were going to die out there?
I did. I mean, frankly, if I had not done the exact same thing in the last match, I would probably have still been in my cockpit when that Gauss slug hit. But because I'd seen this coming and I recognized the trajectory, I knew I had one chance to save my life, and that was to leap out of the cockpit. I have to give it to Kellerson. He's proved himself to be the superior mech warrior this week. There's nothing more to say about it.
So you believe that the superior technology from Korean Enterprises had nothing to do with his victory. It was entirely down to pilot skill.
It's always a combination of man and machine when a mech warrior steps into the ring.
Hunter, let's talk about your tendency. In a lot of matches, you seem to have a pretty good performance, but every time you're ready to move up in the world, you are utterly demolished almost immediately by your opponent. Is it bad luck? Are you cursed? I've heard a lot about the curse from you. Is this part of the curse? Or are you gun shy? Do you just not want to move up? I don't really know what's happening here, Hunter, but it keeps happening.
As much as the curse is real, and I do hope that my stablemates continue to investigate with me so that we can put an end to this once and for all. I don't think that was what was at play here today. This was not a lucky BB finding its way through my center torso. This was a massive slug of metal impacting directly with my cockpit.
I don't know what else to add, Hunter. It was an exceedingly short match. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
Not at this time, William. I always appreciate sitting down with you, and I always appreciate testing my skills in the match. I salute Kells Kellerson. I salute the people of Rasselhag. I have always been one of their most vocal supporters, and he put up a hell of a first volley.
Very well. I'm here with Hunter MacGreggor, still the rank 95, class 5 division. Thank you, Solaris, and have a good night. Now, I know you have some other things you'd like to do.
Yes. So I am going to make my roll for trying to set up the battle with the Northwind Highlanders.
Well, let's talk about your hotel room.
Okay.
Now that you've actually gone, now that you'll get a chance to go into it.
Yes.
There is a note inside that says, Hunter, my most sincere congratulations on your last match. None of us figured that you would end up killing your opponent. Please let us know next time so we can bet with that in mind. Enjoy your room. Such tenacity should be rewarded time to time.
Is it signed?
It is not signed.
Interesting. Hunter's going to put this on his Bandito-style conspiracy board with some more red twine around it.
And the other thing you should note is that you have not done more trader research, so if you want to search for the trader, you'll also need to make that roll. Currently, Cosmo's the only one who has done so.
I didn't realize I had to do a second round of research.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sure. So I think the first thing Hunter's going to try to do is to try to set up his match.
Okay.
So that's 2d6 plus entertainment?
Oh, yeah. It
Okay.
will be entertaining to see one way or the other.
Oh, just missed it.
Okay.
I got a 6.
Yeah. You keep trying to set up the match. You keep challenging various gladiators backed by the Northwind Highlanders, and they are putting you off. A lot of them are just like, oh, right, Hunter MacGregor. My office will get back to you when I have some free time.
Okay. All right.
So, let's see what else happens when you fail that. You cannot use this move again until you level. Ooh, yikes.
The good news is I'm sitting on 5 experience points right now.
Ah, well, that's good.
Yes.
Because you also can't guarantee victory until you level.
Yes. So let's see. I am sitting on 4 stress. All right. I think I am not going to. Since other people also didn't research the curse this week, I am not going to do that because I don't need more stress.
Oh, snap.
But I am going to spend the week training to get to 6 so that I can level.
Okay. Congratulations on your level.
Thank you. I am going to, so level 2, I get to pick to either pilot or gunnery, and I am going to become a 3/3. I'm going to move my piloting from 4 to 3. And reset my experience to 0.
Okay.
And I think that is all of the things that I can manage to do to get myself in trouble this week.
You know you'll be going into your next match with 4 stress, so you'll have a phantom head hit.
Yes, unless I, succeed at another controversial statement ahead of time.
Well, you could keep trying to make them over and over again until everyone's angry at you.
It is the
We've seen that when you make people make
method.
Controversial statements, there are literally 0 consequences for them or anyone else.
Yes, I know. It is the Cosmo method of
Oh yeah,
competing.
the Rebel Rodney. Oh, Glimo.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 really short matches in a row.
I know. It's rough. We're good. I mean, depending on how much you value your
Gauss
free
rifle
time.
to the head. That'll end a match really fast.
Was I ever able to pull that off in a time of Total Warfare? I feel like it happened to me very often, but I don't know that I ever did it to anyone else. I think I ERPPC'd Pondo a couple times, but never.
You definitely shot Pondo out of his mech.
The Devastator specifically.
The Devastator you did. You definitely headshot the Devastator a couple of times.
Don't worry, we'll hear the saga of it in the YouTube comments when he writes out all the bad things I've ever done to him. Like, give him PTSD fighting the clans.
Yeah. And I know the Gauss rifle to the head definitely happened to the other Eric.
Yep, in the Orion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, I decided I would make a show that wasn't all about the clans. I wanted to go back to doing non-clan stuff, and as soon as Clan Tech was unlocked, everybody was like, you know what I would like? Clan stuff.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have a clan XL engine just so that I could have more crit spots open. But honestly, I'm having fun with the Highlander.
Good.
When I'm not getting shot out of it in the first round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's hope someone repairs it for you.
Yes.
Anything else to add?
No, I think that's it. Thank you for playing, and we'll do this again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, audience, 38 minutes. Thank you for joining us. Have a good afternoon.